Hello and welcome to Story Plots. Today's story is called Lilo and Stitch, a 2002 animated science fiction comedy drama film written and directed by Chris Sanders and Dean DeBlois in their directorial debuts. The plot: on planet Turo, the United Galactic Federation convicts Dr. Jumba Jukeba of illegal genetic experimentation. He has created Experiment 626, an aggressive and near-indestructible creature with advanced learning capabilities. Experiment 626 is escorted by Captain Gontu for exile, but 626 escapes and hijacks a space cruiser that crash lands on Kauai, Hawaii, on the planet Earth. Shortly after landing on Earth, 626 is run over by 3 passing trucks and taken to an animal shelter. The Federation's Grand Councilwoman offers Jumba an early release if he retrieves 626 with the assistance of the Council's Earth expert, Agent Pleakley. On Kauai, orphan teenager Nanny Pelekai struggles to take care of her lonely, rambunctious younger sister, Lilo, following their parents' death in a car crash. Social worker Cobra Bubbles doubts Nanny can be an adequate guardian for Lilo and threatens to place Lilo in foster care if the Pelekai's situation fails to improve within 3 days. After overhearing Lilo wishing for a friend, Nanny brings her to the animal shelter to adopt a dog. Lilo adopts 626, who is impersonating a dog, and names him Stitch. Jumba and Pleakley disguise themselves as tourists while trying to capture Stitch. When Stitch attacks Pleakley at the Lao where Nanny works, Nanny is blamed for the incident and fired. Bubbles orders Nanny to find a new job and tells Lilo to teach Stitch to be a model citizen. Despite Lilo's attempts to domesticate Stitch, his antics repeatedly ruin Nanny's efforts to find a new job. While Nanny, Lilo, and Stitch go surfing with Nanny's friend and former co-worker David, Jumba and Pleakley again attempt to capture Stitch, who unintentionally drags Lilo underwater. David rescues Lilo and Stitch, but Bubbles, having observed the mishap, tells Nanny he will retrieve Lilo the following morning. Feeling guilty for causing so much trouble, Stitch runs away. Having failed to capture Stitch, the Grand Councilwoman fires Jumba and Pleakley and tasks Gontu with capturing Stitch. Now free, Jumba begins hunting Stitch using less covert methods. When David informs Nanny of another job opportunity, Nanny leaves Lilo at home alone. Jumba and Pleakley chase Stitch back to the Pelekai's house, and the ensuing fight causes an explosion that destroys the house. Nanny gets the job, but frantically returns home after seeing a fire engine driving toward her house. Bubbles arrives to retrieve Lilo. While Bubbles and Nanny argue about Lilo's well-being, Lilo runs away into the woods and encounters Stitch, who reveals his alien identity just moments before Gontu captures them both. Stitch manages to escape just as Gontu's ship takes off. Nanny confronts Stitch, but Jumba and Pleakley immediately capture him. Nanny asks them to save Lilo, but they insist they only have legal authority to capture Stitch. As Nanny breaks down, Stitch remembers Ohana, a term for family he learned from Lilo, and convinces Jumba to help rescue her. Jumba, Pleakley, Stitch, and Nanny board Jumba's spaceship, pursue Gontu, and rescue Lilo. The Grand Councilwoman arrives to retrieve Stitch herself, and fires Gontu for endangering Lilo and failing to capture Stitch. After observing Stitch's civilized behavior and being informed that Lilo legally owns Stitch because she bought him at the animal shelter, the Grand Councilwoman decrees that Stitch will live out his exile on Earth and that the Pelekai family is under the protection of the United Galactic Federation. Bubbles reveals he is a former CIA agent who had previously met the Grand Councilwoman in Roswell, New Mexico, in 1973. Stitch, Jumba, and Pleakley, having joined Lilo and Nanny's family, rebuild their house with David and Bubbles' help. The end. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.